Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live. Thanks again for joining us. Transforming South African travel with smart technology is vital for us to stay up to date with global trends. Now, travel and tourism alone has been said to be the third most popular topic for mobile apps, and one of the companies that are leading the conversations is Sabre. Joining us now to discuss the future of smart travel in South Africa is Sabre spokesperson Monique Diez. Monique, a very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Now, talk to us about the relationship between technology and travel.
I think the potential for growth with technology in Africa right now is at the forefront, and we're really doing well. So Sabre recognizes that, and we use technology to transform the travel experience. We like to think we're an ideas company.
I like that, ideas company. So exactly how do you transform this particular sector? What do these apps do, or technology? How does it factor into travel?
Well, the key one to discuss today is TripCase, and it's really available on iPhone, on Android. It can be downloaded, and basically what it does is takes the full itinerary of your travel, so the air, car, hotel, and you can then share that with family members or colleagues, associates, to keep them up to date. You know, if your flight is delayed, there's instant notification. In future, you'll actually have the ability, just at the tap of your screen, to confirm that if your flight is delayed, you'd like to rebook on a later flight. By the time we finish a conversation, I could get up and leave and, you know, be on the next flight to Cape Town or whatever my destination.
It seems like it could potentially be a little bit intimidating for those who are more technologically challenged, myself included sometimes. I am trying, I really am. But how user-friendly is technology in the travel and tourism sector?
I would say it's incredibly user-friendly, and certainly at Sabre we like to make sure that we assist wherever possible when there is an app that's developed or created on our side, to make sure that it is user-friendly, because the most important thing really is to meet the traveller's needs, and that is, you know, often leisure, often corporate. It used to be quite a clear line between the two, but actually it's becoming blurred. So you're travelling on business but opt to extend the weekend trip and have your family join you wherever you are, or opt to extend and see another destination while you're overseas, as opposed to going for a trip and coming back, because of course everyone's becoming more cost conscious as well. So you want to enhance the travel experience and at the same time add maximum value.
All right, so it will be user-friendly, but how accessible is it? Is it only found on smartphones, your tablets, etc.?
At this point in time, it can be downloaded onto your laptop, wherever. So it really is accessible. As soon as you've downloaded, and particularly, again, I refer to the TripCase app, you download it, and once you have that information inputted, if the reservation is, for example, on Sabre, our solution, you just pull through the whole reservation. But if it's made with any other GDS, Global Distribution System, you can actually input the details of whatever your trip is and still share that information with whoever you choose.
You've explained the core business and the core intention of technology when it comes to travel and tourism, but let's perhaps look at some of the spin-offs. Is there any reflection on development of up-and-coming players in the tourism industry who could perhaps advertise through some of these technological advancements, who could perhaps get exposure if you put out to try this B&B, for example?
I think we have to be cautious with that, because, you know, there has to be some sort of monitoring of who's putting what out there. We all know social media has vast benefits right now, because I can stay somewhere and just pop you a message, phenomenal. You trust me. So therefore that feedback and that input is reliable. There has to be some sort of filter, and I guess there's not as much of that on social media at the moment as some suppliers would maybe like, but at the end of the day, it's a true reflection. If you're constantly giving and getting good feedback, it's pretty reliable, right? There's definitely an opportunity for advertising, and I think what needs to happen is people need to recognize that travelers are no longer necessarily walking into an agency to make their travel reservations. They still need that assistance for fulfillment, for consultation, but they have access to mobiles. You know, just about everyone's walking around with a mobile at the moment. Every day there are 1 million new smartphone users around the world. That's 3 times the number of babies born. So it is phenomenal. And it's quite inspiring to know that more and more business in Africa is being done via mobile. Mobile technology is, certainly, again, leading the way in our country.
Indeed, and some may argue that your smartphone or your tablet or whichever device is more like a baby these days. The way we treat those things and handle with care. But the nice thing about technology as well is that it allows the conversation to continue well after these cameras have stopped rolling. So where can people get a hold of you? Perhaps Facebook or Twitter or your website? Give us some details.
Absolutely. So www.sabre.com. And we are currently situated in Bedford View, soon to be moving to new premises at Long Point in Fourways. All right. So look forward to hearing from anyone.
So Sabre, S-A-B-R-E.
Correct.
That's it. www.sabre or sabre.com. That's where you can get more information. Thank you so very much for your time. Thanks for joining us. When we come back...